Today we are finding increasing evidence suggesting that new sedentary behaviors can actually have very negative effects on our health. Humans throughout history have had to work and expend energy to eat and survive. It is what we were designed to do. But with new technology making our lives way more efficient, we are no longer nearly as active as we have been for thousands of years. There are three basic levels of activity. These are based on our energy expenditure while doing the activity, which is measured in METs per hour. These can vary from 1 MET, which is basic energy used to lie on a couch, to 16 METs, which would be running at a 6-minute mile pace. Developed countries today are reaching new lows in activity. This bar graph shows steps per day taken by a traditional Amish group who refuses to use modern technologies like cars and TVs in black versus the average American in white. This next graph shows that in a study with 1,700 people, 1 in 4 spent 70% of their day in sedentary behavior. Now it is important to stress the difference between sitting too much and exercising too little. The generally accepted guidelines recommend at least 150 minutes of moderate activity a week. This graph shows that even those who qualify as active still face much higher risks of all-cause mortality when they spend most of their days sitting. One emerging consequence of routine sedentary behavior is its impacts on a person's metabolic flexibility. This is our body's ability to balance out what kind of energy we burn. If we eat a lot of carbs one day, our body uses more energy from those. If we eat a lot of fat one day, our body burns up more fat. Studies show that the lower our physical activity level, the less sensitive we become to insulin. This is a problem because the body's response eventually inhibits fatty acid oxidation, leading to a buildup of ectopic fatty tissue. This means that people trying to lose weight need to have that moderate activity in their routine, but also watch how long they spend sedentary. There is a lot of evidence comparing TV viewing time to disease. Here we see that the risk for type 2 diabetes can increase dramatically with more hours spent sitting. Another study done over the course of 6.5 years in Australia found that those who watch 4 or more hours of TV per day had an 80% increased risk of cardiovascular mortality when compared to those who watch less than 2. The best way to combat sedentary behavior is to break up blocks of inactivity. On the right is someone who breaks up their inactivity with non-sedentary time. On the left, the prolonger has large blocks of time spent in solely sedentary behavior. It is important to note that both examples have the same time spent in sedentary behavior, just divided up differently. Here we have a graph that divides up the participants into 4 groups based on the number of breaks they use to split up sedentary behavior. As you can see, those with the most number of breaks average much lower on waist circumference than the prolongers. There are many simple ways to break up sedentary behavior throughout your day. If you find yourself sitting for a long time, go for a short walk outside or even in the office. Another easy way is to take the stairs. Small habits over time make a difference. A third strategy is ditching your chair at the office. There are many new products available designed to help with this, including standing desks.
Created using Powtoon.